Hey guys, I'm here again with Green Book. This great movie with these two great guys. I really liked it because of these two guys, and this movie was based on a true story, so maybe that's why. I really enjoyed it because we can see the fact that it's in real life. We can see this kind of relationship between two guys, and it was just awesome. It was awesome. Let's talk about more about this movie, about Tony and Dr. Shelley, uh, who were great, both of them. Yes, as I said, we will talk about Green Book. This movie with great environment, with great scenery, the angle of camera, just great, and two main character, Tony and Dr. Shirley, they were great. Marshala Ali and Viggo Mortensen. I think it was great. That Cadillac, that blue fancy car, just great. I enjoyed their conversation in that car, and some scenes were racial scenes, but it was bitter. But maybe it was necessary because life isn't just always good and with happiness.
Yeah, as you said, it was one of the most greatest and the more impressive the film ever seen and heard about it. It's just a show to us how much our life is a contrast to us.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we are on mood. Oh, and sometimes you experience that everything's go all right and everything is good, and you know to the how to decide for you the future, and this is the exactly that you want. But in the by contrast, in the other side, is sometimes the everything it's pathetic that happens for you, and you just don't have to any way to escape from that, and you have to just face with that and go deal with that until to pass that hardship times. After that, maybe you can some things for do it, and
Yeah.
let's dive in about the actors. Let's go do it.
Yeah, the relationship between two guys, Marshall Ali and Viggo Mortensen. I think their relationship was just heartwarming, and it was a mutual beneficial relationship. How come? Because at violent argument, we can see that Tony supported a doctor, and on the other hand, doctor helped Tony with his letters, and that letters helped the relationship between Tony and his wife reinforced. So we can see the importance of both of them for each other. They both were beneficial for each other.
Yes, I wanted to mention 2 points. The first one about the Shirley. Doug Shirley was a talented and a genius musician at the film, with the artistic acting of Marshala Ali. He was great in his role. His personality, if you wanted to describe him, he always wanted to sacrifice himself to enrich others guys. And the secondly, I wanted to mention about the relationship between the Tony and his wife Dolores. Was the great relationship between them. There is no sexual relationship. Just at the two scene of the film, I could see the short kiss between them without any dirty things. But you can't describe with any word their relationship. It was so pure And yes,
Yeah.
sometimes
It was heartwarming, and that loyalty of Tony, as you
yeah,
said,
loyalty. Yeah, exactly.
when he was away from his family and his wife, he didn't do anything wrong, and this relationship was very iconic. And I wanna add one point about this relationship between two friends, Marshall Ali and Tony. They, you know. Tony was a very informal, colloquial guy. They treated, they speaking, even wearing clothes, all things. Tony was informal, and on the other hand, in difference with him, Dr. Shelley was a formal guy, used words completely formal, and dressed chic and without any casual things. But we saw both of them, after seeing each other, they tried to step out of their comfort zone. For example, Tony tried to write letters more near to literature, and use metaphors for his wife. And we saw that Dr. Shelley went to that club and played piano for regular people without any money. He laughed. Even it was a little cringy for him, but they did, both of them.
This, the characteristic of the two friends was entirely supplement each other's.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
The Tony was so outgoing the person, but the Marshall Ali, as you said, it was formal the person. Every time he wanted to mention that write the things, and he literally he noticed to each single to single is the word he used from that conversation. But Tony, no, he give it the shit to everything, and he just wanted to treat like others' body and goes the past.
Yeah.
It wasn't important for him how it should be the fantasy person in the world.
Okay, about their accent, Tony was an Italian original guy, so his thick accent was great. Sometimes, it was a little unclear, but it shows that he's a non-native speaker. And voice of Marshall Ali, when he called Tony, it was great. And I wanna talk about Marshall Ali in this movie, Dr. Shelley. I think he was deep down, he was alone. Yeah, he mentioned that he has a brother, but they don't keep in touch, and he because of racial things that we saw in some scenes, he was very in pressure, and a lot of censorship inside of him. And when that at rainy scene, when they come out of the car and they talk with each other, and Marshall Ali, Dr. Shelley mentioned that I'm not black enough, I'm not white enough, and I'm not man enough. We saw in some scenes, even black guys didn't accept him and made fun of him. And maybe Tony noticed that, and their relationship after that conversation became deeper. Yeah.
Yes, and the best scene for me was about that the scenes the Tony and Dr. Shirley were at the car and eating the Kentucky fried chickens.
Yeah.
When they eating that, Tony mentioned that something surprisingly. He said, "My father told me when you work at something, do it 100%. When you laugh, just laugh. When you work, just work. When you eat, just eat like that is the last meal you will have. And the point is, I think, was about working. When you before the work or when you work, you should empty your mind from the everything, and just you should focus that's what you are doing, and you don't have to write or you don't have to justify the yourself even to yourself, and focusing on the doing. That was the point from this thing I could mention about it.
And for the last part, I want to say humanity eventually wins, regardless of color, nationality, I don't know, country, language, where are you coming from? It doesn't matter. As at the first part of movie, we saw that Tony had some problems with black guys, with plumbers in his house, but eventually when he faced with Dr. Shelley, they had a lot of contact with each other, and when they get closer, they know each other, and regardless of anything, because they were human beings, they connected deeper, and they were good friends. As we saw that it was based on true story, and they continued their relationship until they